just once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Full-Time Sports Network. Welcome to Paxton Road. Welcome to the Armoury. Welcome to... is that it? Oh, is that it?
Was it Cop Talk? No, Cop Talk?
Oh, yeah, Cop Talk should be on there as well. It's just not at the top, is it? It's not on the top. But I'm pretty sure Cop Talk's on here. And I'm pretty sure Across the Pond Sports Talk is on here as well. I just cannot see it on the top of the screen. I'm pretty sure we're on all of them.
Our friends from Manchester United, they're not here now?
No, the Man United agenda did not want to get involved. They didn't say anything to me. They knew I was doing this, so they decided not to do this. So, look, we are about 4 minutes away from the actual fixtures being released. Obviously, Sean is representing Paxton Road. I'm representing Full-Time Sports Network, kind of the Armoury as well, but Tony will represent the Armoury because I am Full-Time Sports Network. So, big up to Hitting the Turnbuckle podcast. You mean good morning. Look, I know that we've got fans all over the world. There was a game that I did recently, actually regarding Tottenham. It wasn't a Tottenham game, but Paxton Road had like 2,500 viewers for this game. And I don't know why. Hopefully Sean can explain it. Notts County versus, who did they play in the final? I can't remember. Chesterfield, I think. 2,500 viewers. And it was mainly Paxton Road. And I'm like, I don't know why. And there were people from Brazil, Mexico, South America, all over the place. It was a crazy stream. I loved it. But I'm hoping Sean can explain to me why so many Tottenham fans were watching that game.
I have absolutely no idea, unless they're like historic Spurs fans who remember that Chesterfield were once managed by the late John Duncan.
Oh, okay.
And no, I am completely clueless. That's just one of those YouTube.
I was wondering if it was John Bostock, because he's next to Tottenham, isn't he?
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
But I was wondering, like, is he one of those players that once he played at Tottenham, you just would follow his career because he was just such a nice guy? I'm not sure. Obviously, you can answer that. I can't. But
I mean, to be fair, he didn't really make a mark at Tottenham. You know,
okay.
I mean, there was a controversy about his arrival from Palace.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, I can't really can't imagine why that was. But
no, it was a great stream, though. I absolutely loved it. It was just a beautiful thing for me because I love doing National League watch-alongs. Yeah. Just brilliant games. And it was just so nice to get so many views from all over the world for a very small game in English terms. It was just lovely. And it was mainly Paxton Road. And I just thought, that's brilliant. I absolutely loved it. Well, now I've realised who it is. It's Munsey, isn't it? Okay. Big up to Munsey. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Tony's almost home. Big up to Bargav. Hopefully exciting fixtures for me to come to. Let's hope so. How do these get announced anyway? They will go straight onto the website and also Twitter. So I'm going to keep an eye on it.
I've got neither of those open, so
no, it's all right. I've got Twitter and I've also got Burnley Sheffield United versus Liverpool 12:30. Oh dear, yeah. Well, I know a lot of people have got their.
Oh god, yeah. That first day Saturday morning kickoff is a killer, isn't it?
Well, it'll be a Friday night one as well, won't there? Be a Friday night. I'm sure there'll be a Friday night one, yeah. Liverpool will get annually and newly promoted teams as always. Luton and Liverpool will both be away due to stadium. Yes, Luton have asked for their first game to be at away. So, yeah, Luton will not be playing.
Well, I thought they were playing at MK Dons, no?
Well, I don't know. I don't think that the full decision has been made yet, but I know
okay.
that Luton have asked to be away for their first fixture for definite. The Luton situation, I don't think, has been rectified yet.
Yeah, Bob Gav's raised a really important thing there because there's always a leak the day before. Like the leak, I think the leak I read was that we were playing Newcastle United on the opening day of the season. And I thought, yeah, they are big, and welcome to the big league, you know.
Yeah. Well, one thing's for definite is the new ball. We've got the new ball. This is the new ball for the Premier League season. Very orange. I do love it. It stands out. But that is definitely the new ball. Premier League announced that about an hour ago. So that's definite. It is 9 o'clock. So let's see if the fixtures have come in. Let's see.
Sky might want a little. They might want a little delay because they'll be on an advert break at the moment.
Yeah, Sky and breaking news. No, has it been announced? I'm waiting for the website. The website has not updated.
It's like Christmas Eve in here.
There we go. They are through. Arsenal at home to Nottingham Forest. Burnley are away at home against Man City. Tottenham, who have they got? They got Brentford away.
Brentford away. All right, yeah.
Versus Liverpool. Man United versus Wolves. Everton versus Fulham. Luton are going to Brighton. Bournemouth have got West Ham. Sheffield United got Crystal Palace. Newcastle got Aston Villa. That's a very good game as well. That's a pretty good. Hello, Tony. Sorry, mate. But yeah, brilliant stuff. So I'm going to see if I can get some more. Tony, can you carry on talking, or Sean, whilst I see if I can actually get the full fixtures now?
Yes,
this is your hors d'oeuvre, isn't it? You know, because this is our whole happy meal. That's what I'm saying, because this is all we've got. It's all we've got after first season since 2008, not in Europe. So we've got this, and that's it. So 34 weekends, 3 midweeks, and a bank holiday. That's all we got to look forward to. But obviously, when you lot scupper yourselves at the end as well, there's always that to look forward to.
Well, Tottenham will be on Sunday at 2 o'clock, so it will be.
Oh no, it's been moved for telly already.
Yeah, it's been moved for telly already. The Tottenham game.
Who have Spurs got first then?
Brentford away.
Ooh,
that's a tough one.
It was all one to start.
Yeah.
What we got?
So the Friday night football will be Burnley
Forest
versus
at
Man
home.
City.
Nice, easy 3 points.
City have got Burnley away. Like we didn't know that was going to happen.
Vincent Company, yeah.
I mean, the thing is that was scripted, wasn't it? I mean, the Company against his old club, it was bound to happen, wasn't it? And it was going to be a Friday night game. You couldn't make it up.
No, well you can, but
you could make it up.
You can with that one.
You know what I mean?
That's going to be a cracker. That's going to be a cracker of a game.
It'll be a good one.
Obviously,
the Sky cameras are going to be open for an upset there. So
of course,
there
we go. I've got them up now.
They're saying they thought they were going to get one last year and went away Palace on a Friday night.
Right, our second game, I'll go through this team by team. So I'll start with Arsenal. They're going to go to Tottenham. So Arsenal are then going away to Crystal Palace.
Oh,
Tottenham! Oh my word! Sorry, mate, but you've got Man United at home the following weekend.
Yeah, I was expecting that. Yeah.
The following.
Well, I was actually expecting Chelsea, but yeah, Man United.
We've then got Fulham at home, as in Arsenal. Spurs are then away to Bournemouth. On the 2nd of September, we're playing Man United at home. Burnley.
Arsenal have got Man U as well early at home.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man United have actually got 50 games themselves, in the start of the.
On the 2nd September, Spurs are away to Burnley. Then we're away to Everton. So these are the first 5 basically, and then you've got Sheffield United at home. Shall I go to the end of the season?
When are we playing them? How about that?
Oh yeah,
them.
I'm being nice, Sean. I'm being
them.
The 23rd of September.
Well, that's about right, yeah.
And it's at the Emirates.
It's always the Emirates first, isn't it? It's never there first.
That's true. That's true. It does seem to be in the recent while. It's always
The first
Emirates
time that
first.
Arsenal are playing City is the 7th of October.
The when?
7th of October.
2 days after my birthday. Lovely.
And the 21st of October, we're playing Chelsea away. Spurs, first time you go to Kenilworth Road will be the 7th of October. You'll be playing Luton. What other game do you want to look forward to, Sean?
Well, the Chelsea game will be interesting for us because of their new coach.
It would be very interesting.
Playing Liverpool on the 30th of September. You've got a tricky start, haven't you? United have got a tricky start as well, to be fair. Just trying to go through them all. Obviously, it's page by page, so it's taken a while to go through it. By team. I should be able to do team by team now. Yeah, I can do it by team. Cool. Right, let's look at the Tottenham fixtures then. So you want to say when you're playing Chelsea first?
I really expected that to be early. Actually, when you said, when you went, like that, I thought that was Chelsea.
4th of November.
All right, okay,
that's at yours.
We'll see if Postecoglou has survived.
The first game, the first time you play City is the 2nd of December.
Where at?
The City ground.
Oh, okay. That's not
the Etihad.
Yeah, not the City ground. That's Forest, mate.
Yeah, I know. You've got a tricky January. You've got to play Man United. Oh, mind you, you've only got 2 fixtures in January, according to this.
Yeah, because they've reintroduced the winter break. Haven't they?
Oh yeah, they haven't they? Yeah, that's why.
Just be honest, Bobby. They've got a tricky season ahead of them.
Yeah, we I'm not expecting anything less than that.
The second North London derby will be the 27th of April.
Wow, that's late.
And the last game of the season, you guys have got. Actually, you've got 2 promoted sides. The last 2 games of the season. You've got Burnley at home.
When is the last game of the season? What date is that?
19th of May.
So we could win the league at White Lane again, right?
See, Sean, you notice how I'm just staying neutral here?
Hey?
Yeah, no. I'm just repping. It's all... What's football without banter? Do you know what I mean? Come on.
Right, so we let's have a look for Arsenal. The first
8
time
points clear, game in hand. It's all in our hands. As your
I know. Didn't you have the best start? Didn't you have the best start to the?
We did indeed. Yeah. But we had a nightmare of a season. But
you did. That was a big bottle. That was, wasn't it? Bottled it so early. Early.
So in October for the Arsenal,
but to be within touching distance, Mr. Silva. In touching distance.
Hey, all I'm going to say is,
if
City when we're supposed to play City the first time, right? It could have been a completely different story.
Yes, and ifs and buts and pots and pans.
It is. But listen. We go again because maybe this team needs the disappointment to go again. Maybe we need it. It's a blessing.
Or maybe last season was your big chance.
What is the chances of that? We're playing Everton away at the end of the last game of the season again.
Away, though.
Away?
No, at home.
Oh,
Why do we always get the home game at the last game of the season? It's mad, that.
And the first game as well.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, 11th of May, Tony. We're playing Man United away.
Yeah, no problem. We'll win the league there, actually. You sod it.
Liverpool. Spurs are playing Liverpool on the 4th of May away.
Well, we'll
there is some cracking games.
Give us some Boxing Day fixtures. Go on, let's see what Boxing Day is.
Let's have a look. So I'm just going to go up to that one now.
Who doesn't like a Boxing Day games, eh? Day after Christmas.
Right. Oh, no. Okay, Boxing Day. My family are not going to tilt to each other. Arsenal versus West Ham.
Again?
Yeah. Tottenham.
Is that at home again or there, Gaff?
No, we're at Emirates.
So it's the same as last season then, right?
I know, it's mad, isn't it?
Obviously, the computer's a bit sticky to up the FA headquarters. So many fixtures being repeated. It's just, saves them time.
Tottenham are away to Brighton.
Oh.
But Liverpool have got to go to Burnley. That's not an easy game to go to. Man United have got Aston Villa at home. There's a battle of the promoted sides, Sheffield United against Luton. Some good games on. I'm trying to find the Arsenal Wolves game. Not seen it yet.
Where's that Sheffield United Luton game?
It's on the. Where is it? Do you mean?
Yeah.
Bramall Lane.
That's right. Make the Luton fans travel then, sort it.
As you can tell, Tony's not the greatest fan of Luton.
No.
What's your animus against Luton, Tony?
The club is fine. I don't mind the club. The Hatters, Luton Town FC, they're fine.
Yeah.
Their town, they get me started.
Yeah, I do remember that. I think Spurs played them back in the day, and remember when David Evans, the MP, was the chairman of the club, and he banned away fans. So basically, we just piled in, on home tickets. It was madness, and literally, you had to fight your way back to the train station afterwards because. Luton's residents. I don't even think it was Luton's supporters decided that these jumped up Tottenham fans coming to Luton is just not on. And I'm a lover, not a fighter.
My dad lived in Luton, so
that might.
I just didn't like Luton. I was never to be honest with you because of where he lived.
All right, so I'm trying to work out when you actually. So the problem is, I don't know what's the Premier League website's down a little bit because it's not updating all the fixtures. Because I'm trying to work out when you're coming up to Molineux, because obviously I live by the Molineux. But there's some absolutely cracker fixtures. I can't wait. This is like Christmas Day for all football fans. There we go. So you're coming up to the Molineux, as in Arsenal, on the 20th of April.
Well, Arsenal?
Yeah.
Late on, then.
And that weekend, Tottenham play Man City.
At home for us?
Wow. That's honestly, looking at the fixtures, it's also Man United playing Newcastle.
Spurs could do us a favour then.
Hold on, we tried last year for you. You still fucked it up, didn't you?
Spurs can't beat many teams, but for some reason they could beat City. So
did you see Pep Champions League final? We hope for next season they can score, let alone win at White Hart Lane. They haven't scored at our place since we.
Luke asking a question: do you think, guys, we should play certain teams like Spurs, for example, every year at the same time, e.g., Boxing Day at home? New Year's Day and away. A lot of travel consideration is done in these fixtures. So, like, if they know it's a Boxing Day, so there's going to be travel issues, the Premier League do consider this as well. So that is why it's unsurprising.
I just think Luke wants violence for the festive period. That's all it is.
Luke, we know you're a peaceful man, really.
That reflects too many families at Christmas,
Well, imagine my family. Half my family support West Ham, half my family support Arsenal. It's not going to go down well. It's never going to go down well. So I'm going to hope for a draw, just so everyone's happy. You'll win the. So you can tell this is Monday. You can so tell that's Monday. Big up to John Fitzpatrick. Hope you're doing well. Just got home with who we got first game. I hope you have heard us now, Luke. So it is Nottingham Forest at home. Tottenham, I can't remember who you've got now.
We're away to Brentford.
You're away for Brentford. That's a tricky game.
Well, it may be made easier if we steal their goalkeeper off them this week.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, you're in for him,
Yeah, that's close. That's close as well.
Good keeper. Good season.
Yeah, well, we need one after last season.
Yeah.
the first week
amongst many other players, yeah.
The first weekend, as in FCSN watch-alongs, Burnley Man City will be obviously our premier one because I'll be doing that.
Sunday, shirt.
Yeah, I've got a cousin that supports Burnley, so Burnley are close to my heart. Sunday, That's a tricky one. Do I want to do Brentford versus Spurs, or do I want to do Chelsea versus Liverpool?
Chelsea Liverpool.
Yeah, because that's so you've got the 2 o'clock, and then the
4:30.
4:30. Yeah,
yeah.
I can't do both.
I think Brentford Spurs would be the better watch, to be honest.
I think so as well. That's what I'm thinking.
Because is it Chelsea Liverpool? It's always like a disappointing draw every time.
It can be. It can be a real.
Yeah, but it's Pochettino's first test.
That's true.
Yes. Yeah, it's that's. I just think Brentford Spurs would be a better watch for me.
I think so as well.
The good thing about Burnley getting City on the opening day of the season is that City are usually undercooked at the beginning of the season, and it's a good time to get them.
It's a different Burnley. So
I mean, Burnley are in training now. Did you see the tweet from Company?
Yeah, they came back about a week ago or more.
Maybe even more. Yeah, I mean, it was like, and I
think it was the 4th or 5th of June, something like that.
Yeah, something ridiculous. And I just thought,
yeah,
you're going to burn these players out before the season starts, you know.
What I will say is Arsenal, Nottingham Forest will be on BT, well, the new TNT Sports. So that's 12:30 kickoff.
It's like the worst channel for football.
Well, maybe they got new personnel. God, I mean, that coverage of the European finals was just dreadful.
The 5:30 kickoff on the Saturday is Newcastle versus Villa.
That'd be a really good game. That will
be a great game. Yeah, that would be a good game.
It looks like I'm doing 4 watch-alongs that weekend, doesn't it?
the thing is, Bobby, it's the first weekend of the season. You're probably going to be well up for doing all of them. So
yeah. Well, don't forget, Tony, I won't be having a rest between the season's breaks.
Well, no, I know that. But the fact that Premier League football's back, and they are some tasty games. They really are. And when you look at you were talking about Newcastle and how they're going to spin at Villa as well. You know that they're looking at really good players as well. So
all teams are going to improve, and that's why I think Arsenal will find it a lot hard. I mean, the extra games as well. You know, the total of being in the Champions League.
Everyone will. Yeah. Do you think you're a Tottenham boy and obviously got no Europe? Do you reckon that's going to?
Will it help? I think it will help. Yeah. I mean, I can't see it being a hindrance. To be fair, I would have. I'm not of the. Those fucking snobby Spurs fans who sort of say I would turn my nose up at the Conference League. You go into competition to win them. Look at the night out those West Ham fans had in Prague.
Yeah.
I mean, I just can't get that attitude. There's a big quote from Bill Nicholson who's like, he who must be always saluted. And he says, if you're not in Europe, you're nothing. And that's what you've got to be, and we're nothing. We're back to possibly 2004, maybe. That's such a massive reset, in terms of players to get out, as well as players to come in. New coach is, he's got a nice welcome, hasn't he? Brentford, who finished above us, followed by Man United, finished above us. He could have done with some help with the fixture list, but I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I live outside, just outside Glasgow, so I've seen a lot of him up here with Celtic, and Celtic play some beautiful football. I know they don't have the level of competition of other teams, but it's if he gets his chance, if he gets the rub of the green, and he gets some players in, it's to be honest, I'll take 6 now. I'll take a 6th place. 2 places above where we finish. Yeah,
and I believe Bobby's bigged him up a lot. He's a big fan of Scottish football, but I also believe he'll probably get the best out of Richarlison as well. I think we'll see a bet. I mean, it can't be any worse.
Yeah, I mean that brother had a season to forget, didn't he? I mean, in terms just of injuries, just when he now the news has come out that even Son, who stank the place out all last season, to be fair, was playing with a hernia. I mean, and we had him all season, and then in January we had Dan Juma, and who couldn't get a sniff. And I'm looking at it, and boy, was I glad to see that Conte decided to wrap it up, because that football made me want to tear my eyes out. It was dreadful. But
Big up to you, Sean, for saying that about anger, though, because I've seen a lot of Tottenham fans going, "What the heck?" And because I watch a lot of SPL, I've done a lot of the Scottish Cup this season. I think his football is amazing, and I support Rangers. I can't stand Celtic, but the football that Celtic play is beautiful, and I honestly do think.
And he has got a history of going into clubs in trouble, like Yokohama, the team in Melbourne. He went in there that they were, even Celtic, they were 20 odd points behind Rangers the previous season. 20 odd points, and he turned it around, more than turned it around, and won the league in his first attempt. So he's got, but I just worry about the our defence, to be honest. Certainly, as someone has indicated here, Dyer and Maguire that does not fill me with a great deal of confidence. But I can't see that happening, to be honest.
Big up to
cannot
Dave.
see that happening.
Big up to Dave saying horror start for us. He obviously means Newcastle. So Newcastle fans, so big up to Dave. They've got Villa, City, Liverpool, Brighton, Brentford happy with 5 points. Look, have a bit more hope about Newcastle. I think they're going to be pushing on again next season. Don't worry about that. Colm wants to wind you up, obviously, Sean. Don't worry about Brentford. You'll have Eric Dyer and Harry Maguire by then. Look, the links are there.
Is there any truth in the Maguire links? As much as I've enjoyed seeing it,
the only thing I can think of is that the Maguire and Kane clans are very close. They're very close. You know what I mean? And that's the only thing I can see that's linking them. I mean, if Postecoglou plays a high line, there's no way you're playing a high line with Harry Maguire. No way. Not and certainly not Eric Dyer as well. So we need someone to go alongside Romero, and I'll be happy with that. So that's obviously that's on the recruitment guys. And that at the minute is a bit of a a bit of a dog's breakfast, isn't it? Because we've not got a director of football. And we've got this chief football officer who's supposed to be speaking to the bald one, and then you've got the new coach, and I think that those two will get together. But there's this sporting director to come in between the two Aussies, and you think, Anyway, we're not Everton. That's the only thing I can be grateful for. We are not Everton.
Right, big up to Norman Smith. Not seeming picky, but I see the Woolwich Wanderers have a home game first and last of the season. We have 2 away games. Coincidence?
Yeah, Metropolitan Police. Probably.
Yeah. That's just the way it is.
That's another factor, isn't it? The police cover for football. That has such an impact on which games are picked.
When you bear in mind how many London teams are in the Premier League as well.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, Luton will be considered part of that. I mean, if Luton's airport could be considered London, I suppose Luton might be.
Don't go there. Oh, that is a sore subject.
Watford's in the Premier League, and they try and say Watford's a London derby. Get out of here.
Well, at least it's got a tube station.
Yeah, well, this is true. This is true.
Liverpool versus Wolves on final day for third time in many years. It's mad, isn't it? It's your problem. And I know, Colm, that you said you want to do many of them as well. Mate, you're more than welcome to join me and do ones by yourself. Because, if I'm doing 4 streams that weekend, to be honest, I have to speak up to my wife as well. She will not be happy if I have to do 4 streams that weekend.
Especially the weekend of the 12th, 13th of August, height of the season, summer holiday season, and you're wrapped away in your dark room.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, Colm, you're more than welcome, mate. Maguire and Dyer sounds like it does.
A bad TV cop show, yeah. You missed the adjective.
Yeah. It would depend on no worries, mate. Keep me updated on that situation. Dave has faith, but got to make sure it's not a one-season wonder. I don't think so. I honestly, he said a little dig at you there. That's Dave, not me. I think that you'll be fine. I think you'll spend big. I think you'll improve under Eddie Howe. You've got some good football style. Add a couple of extra players. I think you'll be fine. I've got to be honest, Sean.
The only thing for Newcastle is that they've not had to deal with Champions League.
Yeah.
And that is a big step up. A big step up. You know, I mean, it's all right if you're just dealing with the domestic stuff, which they were doing for a vast part of the season. But if you're having to play Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the weekend, I think they will need to improve. I mean, obviously they've got the finances to do it, but I think it's a qualitative step, and they've not done it for. Newcastle haven't been in the Champions League since the days of Espria. We're talking that long ago. So
99, was it 99, 2000, something like that?
Something like that. Yeah. So it's
What do you expect from Tottenham this season, Sean?
I've learned to expect nothing.
Our figure is obviously the main one.
And I like that.
I hope for football that I can at least enjoy watching. That's all I hope for.
Yeah.
I'd like to think we're in for a Europa League spot. You certainly won't get me doing a Sam and say we're going to win the league or the Champions League. A Europa League spot is probably the best I can expect. The new manager and a squad overhaul to do, which is very hard to do in one window. So there will be a lot of culprits from last season who will hang around like a bad smell at Hotspur Way, unfortunately. I just hope that Ange can put his cobbled boots up their arse and get them to play. But and again, I hope they don't play through injury like Dyer did, like Son did, hopefully come November we'll have a return of Bentancur and we become a competitive team with Bentancur in the team.
You look so much better with him in it.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. There are some things you can cover for, but injuries. The injury list that we had in the end was unbelievable. And the fact that we managed to stay in the top four for so long is testament to the fact that we had that great start, as Silva said. And we've. But it was always a mirage. It was always a mirage, and it just took injuries and loss of form, and it was we finished where we deserved to finish. Not in Europe, and a bit of a shell of a team at the end. In the end,
Colm's going a prediction here, so he's saying City first, United second, Arsenal third, and fourth is either Liverpool or Chelsea. Don't forget, I think next season, and we've got to wait for this announcement, but I'm pretty sure fifth will be going to Champions League as well. We've got to wait for the official announcement.
No, isn't it?
A lot of people have been saying it as if it's true. I don't know.
Something to do with the coefficient or something.
Yeah.
But that will have helped by City winning the bloody thing, I suppose. So.
Well, this is true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll get a fifth place this time.
I think Liverpool will be stronger.
Yes, they will.
I think it'll be much stronger. I mean, the fact is that even with I was going to say a shite show of a season they had last year, they managed to finish fifth. You know what I mean? And
unbeaten in the 12, weren't they? Unbeaten in the last 12, weren't they?
I think they lost. I think they lost to Bournemouth away.
No, but I think after that, they won 8 or something like that.
So they, they had a great end to the season. McAllister is a great addition. He's a great addition, and midfield was obviously where they were lacking last season. So,
that was their big problem. That was their big issue last season. I probably always get 1 or 2 more, but like you said, I think they're going to be back.
So, do you think you're getting Rice?
I think it's happening. I'm confident that's happening.
£100 million. What a dough.
But you got to pay top dollar for top players, and he is a top player.
No doubt he's a top player. Is it not a big chunk out of your transfer change?
Well, apparently the word is we've got 2 million to use, and then whatever.
No, I hope you got more than 2 million. 200
million.
Because that doesn't give you Declan Royce's boot.
But from my understanding, there's 200 in the kitty, and then whatever sales we make, which we're bound to make a few sales.
So Xhaka's definitely on his way, is he?
Yeah, just waiting for the announcement.
Yeah, we were waiting for the deal to go through, and then it'll be gone.
I heard that you're going to get rid of my favourite Arsenal player, Tierney. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, Tierney's going, is he?
I think he'll go Newcastle, and I think it'd be a brilliant signing for Newcastle, not just for him, but for the club as well.
Yeah, because they're playing Dan Burn at left back.
That's the thing is, as good as Dan Burn has been this season, Tierney would bring it to another level for the way they play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a good player, you know.
This question from James, it will be announced within weeks. It's all to do with bidding. Who wants what, TNT, Sky. So yeah, it will be announced.
But this is the frustration of a fan. Like me, I'm coming from Scotland to go and see Spurs. Yeah, it's like it's a dog's breakfast because you don't know when to book, and then luckily I've not had any major issues in terms of booking and what have you. I've got friends I can stay in London with and things like that. But if you're paying for a flight and a hotel and it's a movable feast between Friday night and Monday night, that's almost a working week. Yeah. Just round one football fixture. I mean,
they just don't. It's very frustrating, and I do feel sorry for a lot of the people like yourself. Got to travel where you travel from, and there's postponements, and then you got all these train strikes that happen, and it's just not helpful, and it costs more than a ticket itself, and that's saying something,
Well, yeah, particularly at our place, bloody hell. Oh, ouch.
Dave saying he wouldn't want Tierney.
Well, he hasn't seen him at his best.
That's great.
Yeah, I think Tierney would be a brilliant signing for Newcastle, if I'm honest. Especially watching how Newcastle play, I think Tierney would be brilliant.
He'd be the most loved player at the club.
Mm.
He's so grounded, so down to earth. I mean, I love that shot of him turning up at Arsenal with a Tesco carrier bag. I thought that was brilliant.
I love it.
I knew you'd say that, yeah. Rumours are that Kai Havertz to Arsenal. Yes, they're unfortunately true. And I will say, unfortunately, I'm not keen. But
well, there goes your 200 million. If you get him on Rice,
we'll be spending close to like 300, so I'm not too worried.
The 7.5 Chelsea you're asking for is ridiculous. Now the thing is, I'm not a big fan of this link. I've said it. Yeah. However, they must see something. And look, yeah, he's been bad at Chelsea. Doesn't mean he'd be bad at Arsenal. So.
No, sometimes it's wrong man, wrong club.
Yeah, that's it. But hey, we'll see what happens. There's a long way to go yet. The window only opened yesterday. Everyone just needs to relax.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you should stop taking the tabloids until it appears on your club's website. It ain't happening. That's the only way. The only way to get through it all. I think someone said last night on another podcast said that you should just reduce all your notifications to your club website, and then when it goes ping, something's happening.
Yeah.
In our case, it's usually ping pong on the back of fucking saucepans. You know what I mean? or there's a new clock in the high road. But
I do love talking to you, Sean. You're so funny. Right, and Dave,
I go back a long way. I go back to days when your team was hard to watch. Hard watch.
See, I remember the days where I didn't enjoy wanting to play Tottenham, like you had Lineker, Gascoigne, that type. So I have enough respect for Tottenham to go. Your team were quite good at one point. So
you've been quite good in recent times, but not. Last season was a wake-up call.
I have to.
That's been coming since 2019.
Yeah, because obviously I do a lot of watch along, so I do Tottenham as well. And yeah, Tottenham were hard to watch last season. It was 45 minutes. I even needed to watch the first half or the second half. It wasn't like a 90-minute game for me. I did like to switch off for half an hour for half the game. Big up to Damos. Yeah, Sean is funny. Sean. Caicedo. Yes,
do I amuse you?
Caicedo. Look, don't rule it out, but currently Chelsea are favourites. Go off papers.
Yeah, I think he's there. I think they've told him that he's going to be the replacement for Kante, so he'll get the minutes.
Yeah, go off paper. Spurs are buying.
What's this? If we were to get Raya and Conor Gallagher, I'll be happy. What's wrong with that? See, we're in a rebuild.
Gallagher is a good player. He just doesn't fit the Chelsea system, which is why he looks awful.
I mean, he was a baller at Palace, wasn't he?
Yeah, exactly. This is where a lot of people, because obviously Tony, me and you had someone saying something about someone yesterday, just because they got relegated. It doesn't work. You've got to kind of take that out of your head. Is the player good? Don't forget about the team. Is the player good? Sometimes players just don't fit certain systems. Leicester players gave up tools for most of the season.
So who would you take? Who would you take from Leicester then?
Who would I? I'd take about 4 players.
Yeah,
right now. I'd take Harvey. I'd take Harvey Barnes, Dewsbury Hall, Maddison, and
just say we'll take the guy with linked with Castagna because I'll take him.
I would take him, because I get his versatility. But there is another one that I can't think of right now.
There's so many Arsenal fans that are reacting crazy to the Castagna news. Like
Castagna's a good player. He is a good player. When he was going to Leicester, he was linked with us. You know.
And the thing about Castagna is like he's not coming in to start.
Yeah,
12 million for backup, and he's a very good backup at that. You know,
yeah, but that's a big sell, though, isn't it? He's a Belgian international, and you're going to say you're coming as backup.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I'll welcome it. I'll take it.
Look, Arsenal are definitely going to be buying a fullback. We'll buy a centre back. We'll buy at least 2, probably 3 midfielders. And
hold on, so that's 5, and you've only got 200 million plus sales.
We've got 300 because we'll sell at over 100 million this summer. We'll have the biggest sale we've ever had at Arsenal.
Yeah, we'll sell honest.
Sell who?
he's having a little wind up there. Rob Holding might go. It all depends on the centre back situation, to be honest. But we're looking at some. There's Satalos being one, Gaze being one, Tapsoba's another one. We've been linked with a new one, Kusunu. I can't remember his name. He looks all right.
It's a link until it goes ping and it says arsenal.com.
Well, this is the thing. I do the Arsenal news on the Armoury, so I have to listen to all these rumours. And to be fair, when did I break the Havertz news? That was Friday last week.
Yeah,
and then it came live yesterday. So some of them sometimes are right. Big up to Deimos as well. I think Eze would be a good acquisition.
He would be. That's 60 million.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he played English tax. You know, he's now in the England team.
This is the one I laughed at. That's
a good one.
Oh dear, could finally buy Vardy. Yeah. Bobby has said no signs for us.
Losing their minds. We missed out on Vardy. What did he do after that season?
Not a thing.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
This is why I stay calm during the winter. Well, I try and stay calm. It just
it's difficult. It's difficult, though, isn't it? I mean, you know, look at the. We've already had the ruckus around Arne Slot at Feyenoord as the new coach. I mean, everyone was bought into that, you know, and me as well because I like the football he played. But we were played. You know, he got a new contract, and that was all he was. You know, and he's going to be in the Champions League. You know what I mean? You know.
I mean, look, Sean. You see the state of most of our people in our fan base. They just lose their minds too easily.
Oh God, you've got nothing on the Spurs. Tottenham Twitter is the most toxic place on social media. Honestly, I've never muted so many people who support the same team as me as I have it this summer, and that was before the window opened.
I never thought I'd see the day that I'm on stream with a Tottenham fan and we are having to go at our own fan bases instead of each other.
Sean, Deimos is asking, would you take any Leicester players?
Would I take any Leicester players? You know, I'm not. I know everyone's got a hard on for Maddison, but I would take Barnes ahead of him. Yeah. I like Castagna, and I like that centre back. Is it Soys or something? The blonde boy that came in last season. I thought he was quite good.
Oh, Suter, Harry Suter.
No. It was. He's got a short name. He came from overseas.
I would be surprised if you ended.
Not Wout Vase.
Yeah, I thought he was good.
No, he was dreadful. We scored both Liverpool's
goals. He's awful, mate. I watched him in the French league.
Yeah, but
Honestly,
we like giving. Maybe he's suited to us. We like giving goals to Liverpool.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if you was to sign that Suter. You know,
Who?
He's
Suter?
he's
The Aussie?
Australian, isn't he? Yeah, big Aussie dude.
Don't know. Can he put? He'll need to be able to play a high line.
He was quite decent at the World Cup as well.
Yeah, he is good.
But Leicester didn't play a high line, did they? Oh, they did, I suppose, under Rodgers. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
See, I find this fascinating. This question, because a lot of people ask this: can you win the title with this schedule?
No, I think it's madness what they expect players to do.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the reporting to England at this time.
Yeah.
Halfway through June. These players need to, once May the 20th will happen, get on your holes and come back in July. That's what you need. But this is ridiculous. Playing for your national team. It's. I mean, the joy out of international games has gone for me long ago. But and I think player welfare is. Look at the number of injuries they're getting. That the ACL epidemic and what have you.
Yeah,
it's madness.
I spent last summer discussing who we were linked with, as it was not linked with, as it was. Yeah, it is this summer for Newcastle. It's already been.
Oh God, they'd be like the kids in the sweet shop,
Yeah. What would be
all that lovely blood money?
Well, the tickets are selling out for the Community Shield because they are currently already available. I don't know.
What a City playing City reserves?
City are playing Arsenal. Well, yeah, I see where you're coming from there.
And it is City reserves, isn't it, as well? Yeah.
The thing is, the Community Shield these days, they call it the glorified friendly, and it does feel like a friendly. Opening day is going to be a story. First game of the season, atmosphere is going to be booming. It's at the Emirates, so you would have to go for opening day.
Yeah, I would pick opening day as well, Vargo, to be fair.
Yeah.
And it's about 90.
Don't get me wrong. I will be making a big deal out of it if we do City in the Community Shield.
I'm laying down a marker, eh?
I'm doing a preview for it, so I'll be doing the watch along. So,
but still,
thoughts on Tielemans hanging out to leave in the end to Villa? I think that's a good move for Tielemans, to be honest. I think that's his level.
Yeah, but remember, the other club, the level of the clubs he was previously linked to. He was linked with you for a long time.
Yeah, United. Never with Tottenham. I noticed that. I never linked with Tottenham.
Yeah, but who thinks?
I'm not having a dig. I'm just.
No.
Why the link there was never there.
I think when he was at his height, cup winner and what have you, he would have been a good addition. But
yeah, because that's what I was thinking. I think Tielemans and Tottenham would have been perfect, but never a single link, and I found that really weird. And he's now gone to Villa, which, no disrespect to Villa, is slightly below Tottenham, in my opinion.
No, Villa are above us
at the moment. Yeah.
Historically, they are a big club, Aston Villa. And
Colm, I'm categorically saying this. I will hate United if you sign him. For the first time, I probably won't have to say his name for the whole season. And you go and sign him, and then I'll have to say his name again. Robin the German, I cannot have at United. I don't have to say his name next season because I'll choose not to do Leeds watch-alongs.
Yes, but if they do sign him, then the Man United fans are going to be doing that, wouldn't they?
Yeah. But I honestly, please just don't sign him. Please, I just don't want to say his name. I hate it. If you think,
we've talked about Leicester. Who would you take from Leeds?
Tyler Adams.
Leeds is a funny one because I do struggle with that one.
You wouldn't take Tyler Adams?
No.
Seriously?
No.
Not even Junior?
Nonto is the only one I would even consider.
I think he's a bit of a speed demon. That's about it.
No. Not a bad thing in a Postecoglou team, having a bit of pace. Think of Maeda at Celtic. Wow.
Rodrigo technique, but not now. No, Leeds I struggle with.
Yeah, I mean, the way we abjectly beat them on the last day of the season, no, there's no chance I'd take anyone from Leeds.
And then who's taking Bam?
No.
God.
He's
Southampton? Anyone from Southampton?
I'd take a few from Southampton.
Yeah, I would honestly take a few from Southampton as well.
Lavia, I've been talking about Lavia for months.
Yeah,
Lavia.
There is now a link, Tony. There is now a link with Lavia.
I'd take him over Casado all day long. The
same guy that has linked, was the first to link with Rice with us, is the same guy linking with Lavia with us. So
maybe I know.
I will be talking about that in the next show. So let's watch that out for that one.
I like on Southampton still. I like that young centre back Bella Catchop. I do like him.
Yeah,
he's got good remarks. Yeah,
he's got a high standard for me.
A lot of people want Ward-Prowse, but I don't think he's.
Get Ward-Prowse.
No,
I think I can see. I'm sorry, Sean again as well. I don't mean to keep picking on your team, but I can see him at Tottenham.
Sadly, so can I. But I mean, it's not American football. You don't bring on a specialist just to take a free kick on the edge of the box.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we couldn't do with one. To be honest, we haven't scored a free kick since I was a boy, and that wasn't yesterday. So.
What about Theo? Would you take Theo Walcott?
He is a free transfer.
I'll take him from a long walk off a short pier. Yeah,
he's a free transfer, so it'd be interesting where see where I would highly recommend to Walcott to go to America. I think he'll be all right in America. So is anybody confirmed yet at Arsenal? No, not yet. And the problem is now England are flying out to Malta today, so we have a problem with that. So look, I did say that I don't expect anything until maybe Tuesday because that's when England have finished playing their internationals. So we'll just have to wait and see. Then there can be a confirmation, but just not the official picture with him holding the shirt and stuff like that. So
Malta's a holiday in itself, isn't it? They only had to turn up for a kickabout and enjoy the sunshine.
Honestly, Southgate should have used these two games to. I don't want to say England B team, but just give some chances to other players and let the big boys rest.
Yeah.
But then UEFA will probably fine them for not sending their full strength team. It's madness. No,
because what you're allowed to do is you're allowed to pick whoever you want as long as they're in form and fit. They don't have to pick the best. It's slightly different to the rules that the Premier League set. The Premier League says you have to play a certain standard of team. But with England, you can pick whoever you want. And this is the problem with Gareth Southgate. He's too obsessed with these players that have a social media background. And you know who I'm on about here. That guy shouldn't be nowhere near that England squad at all. Shouldn't be there.
Really?
No, not him.
No, Grealish should be playing for Ireland when he was where he was as a youth team player.
Well, we could say the same about Declan, to be fair.
And Declan Rice as well, yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about Grealish, right? He's one of those players. If he's your own player, you're going to love him. But for what you see him doing, you're going to question him. You're going to be all over him. I'm surprised he's turned up. Did he turn up? He didn't look sober in that picture, to be honest. But
yeah,
has he actually been to bed?
That's why he's going to Malta, isn't it? Just to have a sleep.
A wind down. Yeah,
he ain't going to play. That guy would fail a drugs test.
But he does show off the Birmingham thing because he's definitely from Birmingham. Now I can say that because I'm not far from Birmingham. I know what they're like up here. They love their football. They love their beer. Yeah. Good combination there. From Leeds, I would take Smithy and Hart, Mark Viduka, and James Milner. James Milner, Brighton. Brilliant signing, I have to be honest.
Brighton?
Yeah, he announced for Brighton yesterday, didn't he? So
I love Ian Hart. Ian Hart used to score some bangers.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was a bit of a free kick specialist, wasn't he?
He was, wasn't he? A bit like that Matty Taylor as well.
Matty Taylor.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's just hung up his boots as well, Matty Taylor.
I think he has.
He's playing into his nearly 40.
I remember the time at Pompey, and he was just banging in crackers.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's just hung up his boots. That guy should be near a football pitch, let alone a squad. Yes, 100%. Guys, we've nearly been going for an hour now. We have actually know kind of roughly like who will be playing, when we'll be playing. Obviously, the TV will change some of them. But I think overall, we're quite happy with the start, especially, I am. We're at the Emirates at the start.
No,
who
I'm
have you
not.
got? I can't remember who you got. You got Brighton, didn't you? Is that who it is?
Brentford away, followed by
Brentford.
Man United at home. That is a
Yeah.
tough start for Ange. You know,
Christ,
I tell you what, if we're 2 or 3 down at half time in one of those games,
what's your pre-season like?
We're bloody going halfway around the world, aren't we? Bloody Perth, Shanghai.
Oh, you're going to Australia, and
yeah, we're playing West Ham in Australia, Roma in Shanghai, I think it is. And anyway.
So it's like you already knew he was going to be a manager then.
Huh?
It was like you already knew he was going to be a manager.
Some people have made that link. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. The new chief football officer and Postecoglou know each other. Yeah, because they're both Aussies, you know. So
yeah, that's right.
Cool.
So Bobby, what was Man United's first 2 games? Just out of interest, because obviously you said they got Spurs and Arsenal around the same time. Who have they got before then?
United have got Wolves at home on the Monday night, and then they've got Spurs away.
that'll be Sunday, won't it?
That one has not been changed as of yet.
All right.
It's only the first weekend has been announced with the TV deals. Obviously, over the next few weeks, that will all change. So we can have a guess what the fixtures could be on the Saturday. I'm going to guess they're going to move the Tottenham Man United game. I don't know now. They'll move the Man City Newcastle game.
Yeah.
And they'll probably move the Luton Burnley game as well because they're both promoted teams. Probably give them some TV coverage.
First game at Kenilworth Road, wasn't it? So yeah.
Yeah, I can see that one. And to be honest, I'll watch that because I'm intrigued by Luton. I kind of didn't know what to expect from Burnley.
I ball back, Blue. You know, I can't wait for that.
I know. I can't wait. I kind of
well, yeah, but you said that they won't be playing at Kenilworth Road, or
they've got to decide this. They've got to decide this. I don't know if it's been 100% announced. They have got to do a lot of upgrades, and then it's got to pass the actual test. So once
and then would it be Vicarage Road or MK Dons? I guess, wouldn't it? They play at.
What's closer?
Well, I can't see them going to Watford. There'd be too much bad blood, I would have thought.
Milton Keynes, I guess.
Yeah, Milton Keynes.
MK Dons, wouldn't it? Yeah, because that doesn't really exist to anyone, really. It's a fake Wimbledon. That's what I call it. I can't stand that. That is one situation I just absolutely hate it. Would they play instead? But yeah, probably MK Dons. I would have thought. I can't see him doing Vicarage Road. I think Vicarage Road would be an issue.
But Milton Keynes is probably the most logical one for me.
Combs on wind-up mode. Scott Carson has more awards next to him than Harry Kane has.
Not weird. It's just unjust. It's not weird. I mean, Calvin Phillips has got a treble.
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
I know, and he has the cheek to pose with the other England City players.
I was about to say that, yeah.
I was
about to say that, and I'm like, mate, you've not even played.
Yeah, so it's why this sort of like trophy trope is what it is. It's a trope, you know what I mean? There's some players have just lucked out, and they've managed to join a squad where the squad's been really good. Yeah.
All right, guys, let's say where you can find you. So, Sean, where can they find you, mate?
You can find me on Twitter at Tottenham Tifosi61, and you'll see me on Paxton Road moaning about Conte. No, not anymore, thankfully. But yeah, I'll be backing up Big Ange this season, definitely.
Yeah, so you should be. I'm looking forward to seeing how they play this season, to be honest. Tony, where can they find you, my friend?
Yeah, like Sean, you'll find me on Twitter, Silva185. That's the handle, or on the Armoury TV. Well, occasionally, because I this is the only time of day you'll see me. So it's during the day. So yeah, but yeah, it'll be Twitter mainly. Well, I'm causing a lot of issues.
You'll see me back on FCSN on tomorrow. I'm doing Greece versus Republic of Ireland. Then on Saturday, I'm doing Norway versus Scotland.
Are they both Viaplay games? Are they?
Yeah, I love watching Ireland. Honestly, Ireland are the ones to get excited about because they've got so much good youth, like the Bazunu. Southampton goalkeeper, and they've got some really good, interesting strikers as well, and they're young. They've used this new rule very
this
new rule about grandparents and stuff. So they've used it, and to be fair, it's working for them.
I think they've just lost a player though. I think a player that they had has just declared for England.
Who's that?
I can't remember. Was it a Carson? Yeah, definitely. Anyway, someone who previously played for Ireland at youth level has decided his future lies in England. You know, he's doing the Declan Rice, Jack Grealish road. You know.
Well, talking about Irishmen,
sadly, Harry Kane could also be an Irish player, given that his dad's Irish. Oh, okay. We would love him, unlike the England fans who just do nothing but pour shade on the guy. You don't fucking deserve him. I say that as an Irish Republic supporter. You know? But anyway,
but I will be joined by an Irishman on Monday on FTSN for the award ceremony because unfortunately Colm has PC issues, so I'm going to have to step in and help Colm out with those. So I'll be back on Monday night for that as well. Guys, take care for now.
Have a good season.
Exactly. Take care, everyone.
But not too good.